Happy New Year, everyone! And some of you might remember what I promised. It's time! Hello and welcome to my channel, The Danish Foodaholic. My name is Silka, and today we're doing my TBR game, but it's the new and improved, or at least in my opinion, the new and improved game of animation. Or is it an animation game? I can never remember. It's the new and improved animation game. We're not going to talk about last month's game because I am starting over. If you're curious as to how I didn't do well. I did get some of the books read that I wanted to read. A lot of the Christmas books I did get to read. But the ones that were picked from the game, not so much. I'm still gonna try and prioritize them because it were like my friends and family that picked them for me. So I'm gonna do my best to read them soon. But yeah. It is what it is. I am, of course, starting the game over because it's a new game, so I didn't land anywhere on the board last time. I haven't filmed, like, an explanation of the game like I did the first time when I started the game. So if you would like to see me kind of showing you the new board, all the spaces, and going through all of the cards, let me know down in the comments if that would be something you would be interested in, because then I'm going to film it. If nobody kind of like wants it or comments it, then I'm probably not going to do that video because it's very time consuming. But if people are interested, then go ahead. There is 180 cards. It's just if you want to see the game, I can definitely do a video like that. I did that last time, so it's not like I know what to do. Anyways, let's get on with the first roll on our new board. First roll. 1. Dreamworks. It is RJ, and it's to read a book that has brown on the cover. Alright, so for our first roll, we got a Dreamworks, and that was RJ from Over the Hedge, and that is brown on the cover. So, for this, some of you might say that it's a little bit cheating. I don't care, but I picked The Princess Will Save You. I think she has brown hair, and if not, then he has brown eyes. And if not, then he has a little bit more of a brown skin. A little bit. I think I could argue that there is brown on this cover. Or at least like this could be like, I know it's more like, no, it's brown. But it's also a little bit orange, but it's brown. So maybe it's bending the rules, but I really do want to read this. And I think I will be able to get through it really fast. It was also on my 24-hour wanna read in 2024. So it would be really nice if I could, take it off. So the first book that I'm picking is The Princess Will Save You. Let me just tell you what it's about. When her father dies, Princess Amarante is giving an ultimatum. Marry the leader of a neighboring kingdom or lose her crown, and possibly her life. To force her hand, her beloved, the stable boy Luca, is kidnapped. But Amarante was raised to be a warrior, not a sacrifice, and nothing will stop her from saving her true love. I am beyond excited about this. I think it sounds really cool. I am not the biggest fan of the fact that she already has like a lover when we go into the book. I'm very much a fan of enemies to lovers, as you know by now. So that is a little but I do like a badass female warrior princess type of girl. So I think that will fall right up my alley. But as I think I discussed in my 24 books before 2024 or in 2024, I'm a little bit worried that this will be like, I'm not like other girls. And it definitely has the potential to be that, but I won't know until I go into it. So that is why I'm picking this book. Well, not only the reason, or that reason, but, So that is the first book of 2024. Second roll. 2. All the Speed. It's Ben 10, and that is a book with monsters, either on it or in it. Next up, we landed on an Others. For that, I got Ben 10, and that is to read a book with monsters in it or on it. I did not know what to pick for this. Like, at all. I was debating going with Mina and the Undead, because it seems like in the title that there would be monsters in it. I actually decided to go for this book instead, because I'm currently reading, or rereading, the first one. And I would really like to get to the second one immediately afterwards. And it says so in the blurb, that there's a monstrous danger. So maybe that's also bending the rules, but I'm going for Our Violent Ends by Chloe Gong. I believe that in the first one there was like a monstrous being, something, so I'm counting this. Is she? If not, then I'm currently listening to a series of books from a Danish author following like a mummy, a vampire, a werewolf, Frankenstein, and a knight, but like he's only the armor, so he's like a ghost, I think. So if this doesn't count, that definitely will, and I'm definitely going to continue that series because it's a lot of fun. But I'm officially picking this because I do think that it counts. Bending the rules a little bit. We're not mad about it. Starting the year off strong. Third roll. 3. 1, 2, 3. At least I skipped a jar. We have Vivica, and that is a book that is signed. Then we landed on Barbie. I like that we're kind of getting to see the different categories, even though we know them. For this, we have... Oh no, she's all scratched up. Anyways, we have Vivica from The Three Musketeers. She's like the dressmaker. And that is to read a book that is signed, which is perfect because a lot of the books on my like immediate TBR, my TBR cart, where I have filled it up with all of the books that I picked for 24 books to read in 2024, I do have a lot of the Fairy Loot books, but I decided to go for this one because I've had it for so long and it's just one that I'm just so sure will be a 5-star. So it could be really great starting the year off with a strong book. So we're reading These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan for a signed book. Maybe I should just check that it is actually signed, and oh yes, it is. So we are good to go. I honestly think that I will love this book. It just seems like everything that I need, everything that I like in a book. It seems like it's going to be enemies to lovers, but there's also like a love triangle, I think. So I'm excited. Bree would do anything before making a deal with the Fae. Death is preferable to their vicious schemes. But when her sister is taken by the sadistic king of the unseelie court, there is nothing Bree wouldn't do to get her back, including making a deal with the king himself to steal 3 magical relics from the rival Seelie court. Gaining unfettered access to the Seelie court is easier said than done. Bree's only choice is to pose as a potential bride for Prince Ronan, the Seelie prince who's not quite as wicked as she once thought. Unwilling to let her heart distract her, she accepts help from a band of unseelie misfits with their own secret agenda. But as Bree spends time with their mysterious leader Finn, she finds herself struggling to resist his seductive charm. Caught between 2 dangerous courts, Bree must decide who to trust with her loyalty and with her heart. If that doesn't sound like something for me, I don't know what is. So I'm very happy to put These Hollow Vows on my TBR. 4th roll. 6. Oh, that's nice. We have Beast, and that is an ampersand on the cover. Then I got Beast, which is to read a book with an ampersand on the cover. That is the and sign. This was also a prompt in the last game. A lot of the prompts are obviously used again. I did have to remove a couple, but a lot of them are still here. And then we also have a lot of new fun ones and a lot of challenges that I'm very excited to get to. But we didn't get any challenges this time. Now I just had to find a book with an ampersand, which honestly was a little bit of a challenge in its own. But there was one book that was actually on my TBR cart, so 24 books in 2024, and that is Legends and Lattes. Wait, was that on that list? I actually don't remember, but it's definitely a book that I want to get to anyways. So we have an ampersand right in the center here, so of course this counts. It's not the longest, and I'm actually super excited to get to it. I think I say this every single time. Let me tell you what it's about. I've never read the blurb now that I think about it, so let's see. After decades of adventuring, Viv the Orc Barbarian is hanging up her sword for good. Now she sets her sights on a new dream, opening the first coffee shop in the Tune, even though no one there knows what coffee actually is. If Viv wants to realize her plans, she'll need help from unexpected quarters. Yet rivals old and new stand in the way of success, and Tune's shady underbelly could make it all too easy for Viv to take up the blade once more. But the true reward of the uncharted path is the traveler to meet along the way. Whether bound by ancient magic, delicious pastries, or a freshly brewed cup, they may become something deeper than Viv could ever have imagined. Legends and Lattes is a cozy, heartwarming story of found family, fresh starts, and the perfect cup of coffee. Which sounds so amazing. And I'm honestly just so excited to finally get into this. Final roll. 5. Another Barbie. We have Clara, and that's Hidden Identity. The final prompt for this round was also a good one. We have Clara from the Nutcracker, and that is to read a book with the main character or a character that has a hidden identity. Normally, I would look at this and be like, okay, what am I gonna pick? I need to actually go and read a bunch on the blurbs and stuff. But I do have one that I am gonna pick. I will not be talking a lot about why I picked it because it could be a little bit spoilery. However, I'm just gonna say that there is a character in this that has a hidden identity, and I'm not gonna discuss it further. It is The Gilded Cage by Lynette Noni. This is the sequel to The Prison Healer. I'm super excited to get into this book and actually get started on some of the sequels. This was also the first line that won for this month, so I'm very happy that I can actually fit it onto my official TBR so I don't have to add an additional book, which I probably will anyways because, you know, we're gonna start with setting goals again for the year. I haven't set any goals yet. I'm gonna be looking at it this week. I haven't put down any numbers or anything yet. I think I'm aiming at 50 books for my Goodreads goal, but I'm not sure. But that is not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about this Gilded Cage. However, it's a sequel, so I can't tell you too much about it. All I can say is I would definitely recommend reading The Prison Healer, and to the best of your abilities, go into it blind. It is so good. If you like, I would say enemies to lovers, found family a little bit, hidden identities, and a badass trial, elemental trial, go for it. It's so good. It's so good. Ooh, and plot twists. Lots and lots of plot twists. So, this is this month's official TBR, and I'm not mad about it. I'm actually super excited. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment telling me what you think of the new game. And also, if you want a video going through all of the cards, all of the spaces, as you might have noticed, the icon that used to be intimidating is now called villains, and that's because I made an entire new pile of cards that is called villains, and that has all like negative prompts, or to me it's negative. Some of them are genre, some of them are like you can pick any book but you need to like pick 2 books or something along those lines. But as I said, if you want me to go through all of the cards and like make a new introductory video for this game, then let me know. I will see if I can have it up on Sunday. If you just want to let me know that you're here but don't know what to comment, you can always leave a green heart. If you like this video, please hit the like icon, and if you want to see more of my bookish content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And until I see you next time, bye!